Good Vach, everyone. Today we're learning Daf Hayomi. We're going to start 3 lines down. Boy minei Rav Acha bar Una mirav Sheishes. Rav Acha bar Una asked Rav Sheishes the following question: if someone Reuven sold to Shimon a field, and he said, "Chutz michor ploini, chutz misadon ploini mahu." So we said that if you sell a field and you don't mention anything about the chorov or the sycamore tree or the carob tree, so it's not included in the sale. The question is, if you went and said specifically, I'm selling you this field except of this specific sycamore tree or this carob tree, what's the din? Does he mean to say, okay, if you said that one not, it means all the other ones you are selling, even though that normally you don't sell that? Or maybe how he means to say this one and all the other ones, and he specifically said this one because this one was important for him to specifically say. So he answered to him, Loikono. No, nothing is, only the field is a kinyan, but all of the sycamore and all the carob trees are not part of the sale. Because even if he didn't say except of one of them, they're not part of the sale. So if he said except of one of them, doesn't make it worse. They asked him a kasha. It says in the price, if someone says, I'm selling you this field except of this carob tree, chutz misadon ploini, except of this sycamore tree, loikono, my love, oitzu chorvu de loikono, shar chorvim kono, lechera, it's mashma from the Loshen, loikono, is mashma, that sycamore tree, that carob tree, you're not koina, but all the other ones, you are koina, and it's a kasha on what we said. No, when it says loikono, it means he's not koina any of the sycamore tree, any of the carob trees. Teida, and I'll bring you Aryeh, dilu omale. If Reuven tells Shimon, I'm selling you this field, but I'm not selling you this other field of mine I have. So Konya, and this guy who was selling has 100 fields, so it means that only the one that he specifically said he's not selling, so only that one's not sold, but all the other 99 are sold? For sure not. You only koina the field you were selling. Ochenami also by us with the sycamore and the carob tree, loikono, you're not koina. And the reason is because a sycamore tree and a carob tree, when they're adult, they're considered like a field as their own. They're such a special tree that they're considered like own fields. Like if I said, I'm selling you this field and not this field, it doesn't mean all the other fields are sold. I'm only selling you this field. So also if I said I'm selling you the field without the sycamore tree, it doesn't mean that all the other sycamore trees are sold. And some people say that the Shaila was different. Boy minei Rav Acha bar Una mirav Sheishes chutz michetzi chorov ploini, chutz michetzi sadon ploini mau. What's the day if Reuven said to Shimon, I'm selling this field except of half of this sycamore tree, half of this carob tree? Does it mean shar choruvim vaday loikoni? For sure we know about other sycamore trees and other carob trees you're not koila. On this carob tree, they said that I'm not selling you half, it's mashma that the other half I am selling. So is that koine or dilma afilu mashashir bois chorov nami loikonu? Even half, the other half, he's not koine any carob tree. He answered to him, loikonu, he's not koine the other half, he's not koine any carob tree. They asked him a kasha from the brisa. It said in the brisa, chutz michetzi chorov ploini, if someone sold the field except half a carob tree, chutz michetzi sadon ploini, except of half a sycamore tree, shar charuvim loikono. The other ones you're not koina. It's mashma, my love, shar charuvim loikono. All the other ones that he wasn't specifically talking about, then those are not koina. Hamashashir bois charuv, but the other half that he didn't speak about in this carob tree, kona. Not like what we said. No, even when it says Shar Charuvim Loikona means that half of the one that you spoke about and all the other ones you're not koina. Teida, and I'll bring you Aryeh. If Reuben comes and tells to Shimon, I'm selling you this field, and it says except of half of a different field that we're not talking about. What, you're going to tell me that you're koina half of the other field, but we're never talking about it. He said, I'm selling you field A and not half of field B. It doesn't mean that the other half of field B is koina. We never talk about half of second field. Like we understand by field that you're not koina the other half. Ochinami also by the sycamore tree, loikoni, he's not koina any of the sycamore tree. Boy minei Rav Amram Rav Chisda, Rav Amram asked Rav Chisda the shaila, mafkid etze chaveru b'shtar. Someone gave a deposit to his friend to keep for him some money, and he wrote a document, I gave you $1,000 to keep for me. And then he wants it back, and he says, I gave you back this $1,000. But the guy, the mafkid, still has a star. Now, what the din? Me amrina and do we say migul di iboy omanen sumemon? Since the shoyma could say got lost with oinus, with nenas for me, and I'll be potter, and he'll be believed. Ashtonami memo. Now I have a migul that I'm saying I gave it back, as if I'd be a liar. I could have said it was nenas. Or Dilmo, maybe Omalei, the mafkid, the one who gave the deposit, tells the one who's keeping it, my boy, if you gave it to me back, why didn't you tear up the star? Elamai, you never paid me back, and therefore you should pay me back. Omalei, so Rav Chizda told Rav Amram, he's believed to say that he paid it back. What's chat? The mafkid has a good time. Why is the star still in my hands if you paid me back? So Rav Chizda told Rav Amram, how you holding if the nifkad, the one who's the shoyma, says it got nenas, could the mafkid say, my boy, why the star by me? No, we understand that was nenas, and that's why the star is by him. So that means the star is not complete trial like Alvo. If it would be a loan that you can't get away with nenas, so if the malva still has the star, it's a proper proof that he never paid back. But because here you could get away with another kind of nenas, so the star is not so important because you could get away anyway. Malay said the Gemara Daf Hayomi base. Soif. At the end of the day, ki Malay nensu. If you said it was I had the oines. Lav shvur boy, wouldn't you need to make shvur sashoyim that was nenas? So how here that he's saying I gave it back, he's pattering himself even from a shvur. See, Rav Chizda told him, Ochinami, my nemon v'shvur. Yeah, obviously it doesn't mean that he's nemon to say I gave it back without a shvur and it's better than nenas. No, when he says I gave it back, you need to make a shvur that you gave it back, and you make a shvur about it. Without a shvur, you won't be believed. Now, why did this Gemara come into us? To her, it's a sugya of Bobe Metzia. So the Rashbam explained it because this Gemara, because the Gemara wants to toilet this din on Rav Chizda on Dayone Bovel, and at the top of Ayin Amud Aleph we mentioned Dayone Goylo, it's Shmuel and Karna. So because we speak about them, that's why the sugya came in. So the Gemara Leime beplugte the Anitanoi Lechura. This shaila of Rav Chizda is a person believed to say I paid you back when there's a star of a pikodim. It's told on a machlokes tanoim the Tanya. It's in the Brayso. So star kiss ayotza leisoimim. So star kiss is talking about a type of iska. We had it many times in Bobe Metzia. It's a case where you give someone a type of loan, a type of pikodim. So you give someone money to invest, and the profits are shared. So the way Nardor said, we're going to see in a second, the way it works is half is alvo, you give it to him, that whatever happens, it's his loss, and half is a picodin, it's like he's doing business for you. And the reason why he's willing to do the business for you is because he gets more of the profits, more than 50%. So what happens if Reuven gave Shimon such a type of iska? Shimon died, now Reuven comes to his Yisroel and he wants his money back. That's a star kitza yotzeloisoim. Dainu goylo, like we had before, Shmuel and Karna Amri Nishba v'goy v'kuloi. So Reuven could make a shvur to the Yisroim and say, I gave you, father, £1,000 for iska, please give it to me all back. The Dayone Eretz Yisrael and the Dayonim of Eretz Yisrael, Amri, they say Nishba, they make a shvur, the Reuven could make a shvur v'goy v'mechzu, but he could only get 500 of the 1,000. With the Kula Alma, so the Gemara assumes everyone Isli the Nardor hold like Nardor. The how does the Iska work? The Amri Nardor Iska Palga Milva, half of it is a loan, or Palga Picodin, and half of it is a deposit. And my love, this is a mamachloikis. So let's get it clear. On the Alva, it's clear that the Yisraelim need to give it back. So that's on half. No one's choylek to say that the Yisraelim need to give it back if the Malve makes a shvur. So the shaila is, can the loiva, can the bala pikodim say chzartu b'lecho? So let's see it inside. The Marasovar, the one who says that you could get back from the Yisroim the full amount. Motzi Omalei, the mafkid could tell the nifkad, the Yisroimim shtorcha biyodi, my boy, why the star still by me? If your father paid me back already, why would he not tear up the star? Elamai, he never paid me back, and therefore pay me back the full amount. Umasov, on the other shit to hold, they could only claim half. You don't say shtorcha biyodei. We say no. They have a migu. They could say we paid you back, like could have said nensu. Tell the Gemara, no. The kula alma islu Rav Chisda. Everyone agreed to the din of Rav Chisda that by Pikodin you could say I gave it to you back. What's the machlokes between Dayan Goyla and Dayan Eretz Yisrael? The Masov, the Shitto holds that you could claim the whole thing in Isa the Pare if it's true that the father paid back the payment. Meima Ave Omar. He'll tell his kids before he passed away, don't pay this back because I paid it back. Say maybe he died and he didn't have enough time to tell his Yisoyim that he paid back the loan, and therefore we tied it for them that they paid it back, and therefore they don't have to pay half. But in a case where the person himself is tithing, he paid you back, everyone agrees he paid back. That we believe him if he makes a shvur that he paid back. But here the Yisoyim don't know. So do we claim for the Yisoyim? That's a machlokes. One says we claim it for the Yisoyim that they paid back on the Pikodin part. And the other shitta holds no, because the father never mentioned anything, we don't claim that for the Yisoyim. Said the Gemara, Sholach Ravona bar Abin. Ravona bar Abin said, two dinim. Din number one, Amafkid it's a chaver b'shtar. Someone gave you Pikodin to his friend over shtar. And afterwards he comes and says, I paid you back. Ne'emon, he's believed. And he said another din, B'shtarkis ayoytzi al Yisoyim, in the same case we had before about Chetzi Elva or Chetzi Pikodin, the Iska, Nishba, the Malve, the one who gave the business deal to his friend, and now he passed away, the one who was doing the deal, the Goy Vekula, and he could claim everything for Yisoyim. And that's the Gemara asked Tartu, the Chara to Stira, if you hold like Rav Chisda, the Chara could only be Goy half of the Yisoyim. So the Gemara no, like what we just said before, shiny awesome dim isa the para meima ava omale. Here it's different. It's Yisoyim enel chenami. If the father was alive and he tiny it, he paid it back, we'd believe him because by Pikodin he believed his zatulecho. But over here, because his father's not alive, and we assume that if the father really paid back, he'd let the Yisoyim know before he passed away, and that's why we don't tiny that for Yisoyim, and that's why it's no stira between these two dinim. Rava said Ilchas Hanishba v'goy b'mechzo like Rav Chisda that by Iska when you come in to claim from the Yisoyim you only can claim half. Omar Marzutra said Alocha k'dayin goyla. Alocha is like dayin goyla, and by us we said dayin goyla said he could be goy everything. Omar le Ravina le Marzutra. How are you saying so? Omar Rava said Nishba v'goy b'mechzo, and you saying that you goy everything. Omalei, so he told him, Anon, me, that Dayoni Goyla, I learned in Dayoni Goyla, I learned that Dayoni Goyla said that you go over half. And that's why I'm saying Aloha like Dayoni Goyla, and it fits in like Rava, because Rava also said that you could be going over only half, and therefore it fits, and there's no stira between the two. We should all have a blessed week, and be zoicha to Mikayim, lots of mitzvahs, and be choiza all the gemaras and learnings we do. Thank you very much.